If someone had told me this 2 years ago, I probably wouldn't have believed them. It started off so harmless. Homemade butter, switching to stainless steel pans, just trying to live a little less toxic. And somehow, one day, there was a sourdough starter sitting in my fridge that finally worked, and ever since then, it's basically been another member of the family. Somewhere between my first successful loaf of bread and my first giant container of homemade laundry detergent, something shifted. I'm not just going down the rabbit hole anymore. I fully live this way now, and honestly, I love it. Today, I'm making my own laundry detergent. I don't think illness only comes from within or from the mind. I think a lot of it also comes from what surrounds us every single day. Over time, that turned into this desire to live more consciously and create a home with as few toxins as possible. It's actually really simple. Soap, warm water, and washing soda. I chop the soap so everything melts together properly. You can grate it too if you want. I'll leave the exact measurements in the description. At the end, I add essential oils, usually lavender. Even the smell of it calms me while I'm cleaning. And when I use it to mop the floors later, it even helps keep mosquitoes and ticks away. 3 liters cost less than €1. And yes, it turns gel like when it sits for a while. That's normal. Just shake it once and it turns liquid again. It's such a small everyday thing, but somehow it gives me this feeling that I'm actively protecting my family. My sourdough starter just hit its peak. I always mark the jar so I don't miss the perfect timing for baking. Especially now that the weather's getting warmer, everything moves faster. It feels like this quiet little collaboration between temperature, time, and intuition. 2 years ago, I started making butter from scratch. And ever since then, this kind of handmade work has given me something back that I hadn't felt in a long time. That deep sense of satisfaction when my family eats something that came entirely from my own hands. We know exactly what's inside it. My son loves the butter, and honestly learning what real food can actually do for the body completely changed the way I look at nutrition. I've been a mother for 15 years now, and at some point I realized that most of what children truly need for life is built at home, in the small moments, the everyday routines, the things you do together without even thinking about it. I've always trusted my intuition more than rigid systems, not out of rebellion, but because I realized every family has its own rhythm. We practice after schooling. School and daycare have their place, but the real foundation happens here at home. Traditions, nature, moon phases, seasons, understanding the body and its natural cycles, especially now in a world full of AI, overstimulation, and this strange emotional numbness people carry around. I want something different for my children. I want them to have a deep awareness of themselves. And while I'm teaching them these things, I'm also finding my own way back to my wild femininity. Away from labels, away from roles constantly defined by other people, closer to what actually feels real. Tonight we're having sourdough spätzle for dinner. To me, this isn't just using leftovers. It feels like a living system, something that works, rests, changes, and evolves. I don't believe our bodies suddenly forgot how to process grains. I think we just drifted away from the natural pace of real food. Good bread doesn't actually need much. Flour, water, sourdough, and time. The long fermentation in the fridge matters to me, not because I'm obsessed with perfection, but because something changes there. It becomes lighter, easier to digest, more alive somehow. Maybe to some people, this all just looks like baking and homemade crafts. But to me, it's my way of holding on to something real in a world that feels more artificial every day.